This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Aglaonema plant, or the Chinese evergreen, you must have started noticing this plant a lot these days in the nursery. In fact, I think this plant is a great investment with huge benefits. If you want such an investment in your home garden, you should bring in these Aglaonema. They are very easy to care for. Aglaonema come in huge number of varieties and they have different patterns as well. When we talk about how to care for Aglaonema, this is a plant that likes shade. There are certain cultivar species that like bright light as well. Remember that good light is important for these plants to retain the pattern on them. As for the temperature and humidity, something between 20 to 30 degrees Celsius is very comfortable for this plant, and humidity should also be about 30% to 50%. Drier places are not good for this plant. You would see if it gets too dry, especially in the winters, you would see yellowing and browning happening in this plant. As for soil and fertilizer, this plant is not very fussy. It can tolerate different kinds of soil as long as it is well draining. Here I have a pink Aglaonema. You can use any kind of potting mix for this plant. You would see that this is actually in sort of like a clayey soil. It is completely doing fine. You would also see that the water is dripping out, and I've used a drainage plate underneath. Aglaonemas, they are slow growing plants, which means that you do not have to fertilize them very often. They are not heavy feeders. You can nourish the soil with compost or slow releasing fertilizer once, probably in 6 months to 4 months, preferably during spring, because spring is that season where all the plants really enjoy the temperature and the humidity. For long periods, moist soil can actually harm your plant. And this tip will help you figure out the right time to water. And what is that tip? You touch the soil and see if it's sticky to your finger or not. And if it's not sticky, then you add water. As for pruning, dead leaves or the leaves which have infection on the plant, you can get rid of them. You can cut them away. You can prune them. You can use a good pair of scissors for doing that, or shears. Here's a 2-month update on that Chinese evergreen or Aglaonema. There are 2 things I want you to see or to notice. Old leaves, which is very normal, and new leaves. The difference is that the new leaves that are just started to unfold are happy and healthy, no brown tips. So the plant is doing great. However, the old leaves have yellowed. So this is where the pruning will come in handy. I'm going to remove them and keep the plant as it is. So here we go. Actually, this is a little secret from the nurseries. That's how they keep the plants looking so perfect. They continuously prune them, remove the dead leaves. That's pretty much it. I will also share the other Aglaonema, the pink Aglaonema, of how it's doing. So this one is done. And here is an update on the pink Aglaonema that you saw earlier in the video. Top leaves are healthy and happy. In fact, new leaves are unfolding. Lower leaves don't look so happy because they have matured and it's time to prune them. Also, there's no insect growth on the plant, so I know that there's no problem with the plant. It is just aging. So we will remove all the brown leaves. Here is my pink Aglaonema after cleaning. The reason I'm sharing this update is so that you don't feel bad about your plant when you see the mature leaves coming out at the base. This is the same thing, you know, when you wake up in the morning, your face does not look the same when you step out of the house, right? So it's same with the plants. It's nothing to worry about. You have to just constantly clean them. As long as the new leaves are happy and healthy, there's nothing to worry. So these are the dead leaves, and this is the plant post cleaning. The other Aglaonema is here. Now, when we talk about propagation or making more babies of the plant, you can use a cutting method. All that you have to do is look for a node on the plant. Or my preferred way is actually that you take out the plant, separate the plant from the roots, and then you put this in a separate pot. So this way you are making sure that the survival of this propagation is more successful compared to cutting. I prefer to propagate them only when the roots are coming out from the base of the plant, otherwise I just let it be. As for the problems, Aglaonema, you would see they start curling their leaves whenever they're in stress. Now that's a sign the bay plant is telling you, hey, I am not feeling okay. It's for you to figure out. It could be temperature, humidity, light. All these problems are very easy to solve. Start by removing the leaves that are dead or that look unhappy. Here, for example, only one plant leaf is not okay. This is completely normal. This does not mean the plant is in stress. But if there was a pattern, all of them were yellowing, then you need to start eliminating the factors that could be causing the problem. Now, other problems that I have seen with Aglaonemas is root rot or certain fungal diseases. For all of those diseases, first remember that plants are prone to pests like aphids, mealybugs, fungi, scales when they are in a stressful condition. So, water your plants appropriately. Secondly, do not place them too close to each other. There should be some space for air circulation. And lastly, if you do get infestation, you can use a neem oil spray that comes in handy for all kinds of plants. Aglaonema are my favorite when it comes to urban gardening, but your pets may not like them too much. Their leaves contain calcium oxalate crystals. They could be toxic for dogs, children, so you should keep them away from their reach in case you have pets or children at home. Now I want to introduce you to Squarespace. It is a wonderful platform to start your own website. It allows you to connect with your audience or your followers very easily. In fact, you can also generate revenue through gated members-only content. Squarespace helps you to create a community on your website because people can like, comment and even reply. Go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to publish, go to squarespace.com/gardenup to avail 10% off your first purchase of domain or website. I hope this helps. Take care and do remember to check out similar videos here. I will see you very soon. Thanks.